Hey, it's Sam here from KitchenGadgetsClub.com and also the voice behind your popular Kitchen Gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. Today I've got a brilliant one for you because I am answering two major questions today. Number one is you are always asking me if you can blanch using the pressure cooker. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to do a 0-minute pressure cook time on some broccoli, and then we can add it straight to some cold water, and then we can get it into the freezer, and it's just brilliant for if you've got lots of broccoli left over and you don't want to waste it and you want to batch it for the freezer. I also did this over Christmas time last year because the vegetables were on special offers at the supermarket, including broccoli, and I ended up with quite a lot of broccoli and I didn't want it to waste. I wasn't going to get through it all, so a quick 0-minute cook time, and it was in the freezer, and then we had it for some dinners later on when we were ready to eat it. And that leads to the second part of this video, of the other question you're always asking me. You're always asking me what 0-minute pressure cook time actually means and how to set it up on your Instant Pot or other brand of electric pressure cooker. So this is a 0-minute cook time recipe, and we're going to show you exactly how that's done using our Instant Pot pressure cooker.
First, let me explain to you who we are. If you're new around here, my name is Sam, and I've been teaching people how to cook smart with just kitchen gadgets for over 10 years. In fact, we don't even have an oven or a hob in our kitchen. We are double Sunday Times bestsellers, and The Independent calls us the best for beginner cooks. But because we've been creating videos for a while, we've ended up with more than 1,500 recipe videos on our YouTube channel. So what we have done is we have created a recipe index organised by gadget to help you quickly find your next recipe video. You can find them all at KitchenGadgetsClub.com/YouTube, and we would be honoured if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel for more recipe videos like this. So now let's get back to the food.
So first of all, what does 0-minute pressure cooking mean? It basically means that when you set the cooking time, you set it to 0 minutes. And even though this probably really doesn't make sense to you, what that actually means is that the cooking time is the time it takes to go up to pressure and then you stop it. So it's like at the time up to pressure is your cooking time, and then you're cancelling it, whilst normally if you're just doing normal regular broccoli, you would cook it for 2 minutes. So you would take it up to pressure and then a 2-minute cook time. Whereas this is going down to 0 minutes because you're just wanting broccoli for the freezer. So, shall we get started? In the UK, we often buy our broccoli already packaged up. This means that it tends to go off much quicker. So if you are getting some broccoli from the supermarket, I highly recommend you remove it from its packaging when you place it in the fridge. I got this just yesterday, but I just wanted to show you that. And of course, with root vegetables, you can do this as well to make them last longer. But if you're planning on using them in the next few days, it's not as bad as, say, broccoli in a bag. So, get your broccoli out. You can do as much or as little broccoli as you want using this method, and you can fit quite a lot into an Instant Pot. So, let's get rid of the packaging. And then your favourite knife, and then you can chop it into florets. Remember, if you go really small on a 0-minute cook time, you're going to end up with mush. And of course, don't forget to check out our other video for broccoli ends in the air fryer, where we use at the end of the broccoli and you peel it and you slice it up, and it's just like courgettes, and it's just absolutely delicious. So let's get chopping. So that is a good size floret to do, but it depends on how you like them. And you can also go bigger depending on how firm you like your broccoli, but you don't want to do ones like that because they'll just go to mush. So try and do a few bigger ones if you can, but it kind of depends on the broccoli you actually get as well. And then any that are too small, you can actually save for some broccoli soup. Or if you don't mind the mushy, you can just throw them in as they are. And then you've got a really, really good portion of broccoli there, ready to go in your pressure cooker. And then, like I said, those ends are brilliant for broccoli ends. So now I'm just going to get the Instant Pot out and we can get them cooking. So, shall we get the Instant Pot out and get this broccoli on? So, if you've not used it before, you have your main, what they call an inner pot. I would say cooking pot is a better description, and that's what I use across different multi-cookers. And then you want to add to that your liquid and then your steamer basket to sit the broccoli on. So let's start with some liquid. So add in 1 cup, which is 240 ml of water. If you're not blanching and you're using this broccoli to make a stew, soup, casserole or anything like that, then swap this standard cold water for the cold equivalent of vegetable stock. Or you could just crumble in a vegetable stock cube now with that water. I've had this one for a while now. It's a nice colour, isn't it? And basically it has its little stilts at the bottom so that it will sit in the Instant Pot, or you can use the same in a Ninja Foodie as well, and then it means that the broccoli is not actually sat in the water, because that's the difference there. When you're pressure cooking, it's about lifting the food out of the water, whereas if you were kind of more boiling, then you would have it in there. But remember, if the broccoli ends up in the water, it's going to cook much too quick and it won't be how you would want it for the freezer. So if you pop that in, I love this steam basket as well because it expands, so it's great for like if you've got the 3 quarts, 6 quart, 8 quarts and such like. And then this is the broccoli that we've already chopped up earlier. So if you just want to be adding that in, then you can fit quite a decent amount in really. Depends how big your florets are as well. And then it's as simple now as popping the lid on and setting it to 0 minutes. So pop your lid on, make sure you're set to sealing and not venting, and then we can set the time and temperature.
So for doing a 0 minute cook time, it's really simple. Just press pressure cook, which is just there. And it's automatically set to the last thing you cooked, which was 30 minutes. So now you need to press it all the way down until you see 0. And there you go, that is 0. So that's how you set a 0 minute cook time. And then on some pressure cookers, you then have to press start. I don't on this one, and I'm just waiting for the beep. And there it is. It now says on, and now it's going to start its pressure cooking. And it will beep once it's gone to pressure.
And that's just how simple it is to set it to a 0 minute cook time for your broccoli. And now in the meantime, whilst you're waiting for it to go to pressure, I recommend a bowl with some cold water. You can add in some ice cubes, either regular ice cubes or reusable ones, into a bowl, because you want to throw the broccoli in there when it's done so that it doesn't carry on cooking. Now that the pressure cooker is working its magic, have I told you yet about the Complete Pressure Cooker Cookbook? It's brand new, it's on pre-order now. You can simply pre-order it by going to Amazon and searching Salmon Dome pressure cooker. And what's brilliant about it is it's got more than 120 everyday recipes in it. It's got lots of step-by-step photographs too, and it's got a lot of recipes in it that you would actually want to cook. And it's also a brilliant learning curve in understanding your Instant Pot or other brand of electric pressure cooker. So now I've told you about our book, let's get back to the food. And we've beeped. So that is the beep of the Instant Pot. So it's done, it's 0 minute cook time now. So next job is to press cancel. So we can lift up the lid and check out all the lovely steam. This is when the steam kind of goes up, but it's really quick here. It doesn't really take long. So now, you know, if you're using one of these kind of steamer baskets, what is good is you can normally grab it by the handle, but you might need a tea towel to do so. I'm just going to grab it now rather than waiting for the steam to disappear, because you don't want the broccoli to continue cooking. So you want to grab it out like that. Look, the steam's gone already. Pop it to one side, and then we can get rid of the cooking pot. And then that is your beautiful broccoli. So, ice bath, kiddie style, because we've got loads of these in for when we go travelling, so we might as well use these. And then you want to pop your broccoli in because you don't want it to continue cooking. And you just want to cool it down a bit before we actually freeze it. So just pop it all in there, and then we can give it about 5 minutes, and then we can come back to it. So the broccoli is now cooled in its ice bath, so we can transfer it onto a tray. Any trays you've got will work well. The trays I normally use have got some pasta of the kids on it at the moment, so I've got these. Or oven tray style ones will work as well. It's just I don't tend to use oven trays because I don't have an oven, so I tend to have more things like this about. And you want to get the excess water off as you add them to the tray. And then you might need 2 trays. It depends on how much broccoli you're doing. Doesn't that broccoli look lovely? And then continue until you've got all your broccoli out. I think I'm only going to need the 1 tray actually, you know, when you're not sure how much you're going to do. And then have we got any sly bits of broccoli still there under the ice cubes? Oh no, that's all of it. So that is your broccoli. Doesn't that look fabulous? And it's cool now, so it's ready to go into the freezer. So the next step is to freeze it on the tray till it's almost frozen. So I'm just going to put this whole tray into the freezer, and then once it's almost frozen you can transfer it then into a Ziploc bag, and then it will stop it from sticking together when it's in the freezer. And then after that all you need to do is defrost it. You can warm it up in the microwave in a couple of minutes, and it's just perfect for a really quick side dish and saving your broccoli for later. So I'm back, and I've been leaving them in the freezer for a while so that they can firm up a bit, because that's the idea, because otherwise if you put them straight into the freezer bag they'll end up sticking together. So now they've had a bit longer, Ziploc bag. Love these IKEA ones, they're brilliant. And then just grab your bits of broccoli, and you want to pop them all into your bag. And then you'll find that at this point, if you've left them a few hours, they'll be half frozen, so then they won't stick together anymore. And then just keep popping them in until you're done. There you go. I have got a bag of frozen broccoli. There you go, look at that then. And that will look brilliant. There you have it, there is your bag of frozen broccoli. Just label it up now, load it into the freezer, and then it's perfect for later. It will last up to 6 months in the freezer, it's brilliant for that. And then you can just defrost it, warm it up in the microwave with a sprinkling of some parsley and some salt and pepper, and it'll just be beautiful. Thanks for watching, and now you've seen a glimpse into our ovenless world. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is what I call one of our step-by-step instruction videos. If you would rather have short and sweet, don't forget to check out our shorts. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, TikTok and Instagram. And if you want to find videos quickly, if you head over to KitchenGadgetsClub.com/YouTube, you can see an A to Z list of all our YouTube videos, so you can find videos by Kitchen Gadget. And I'll see you again soon.